Hello, 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 and happy Friday! Woohoo! Yay, yay, yay! We made it, and I am so glad we did it together. It was one day at a time, and we got here, right? So, my name is Daisy, and thank you for jumping into the channel. If you're new, welcome. And to my subscribers, thank you so much for coming back. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started because I know you want to get your Friday going, right? Okay, I've already had my first cup of coffee, so I don't know about you, but I'm all fired up. Yep, yep, yep. I had cafe, my cafe. Okay, so what do we have in store now? Right here, in the area of money. So, in the area of money, ooh, well. Definitely time to look at what's coming up. Definitely the end of a cycle. Something is going on here. Deal is ready to flip and change. So you be ready. You be ready for those changes as we go ahead into the weekend. Whatever positions you're in, make sure that you've double checked yourself by 1 o'clock, and I would say run out by 1 o'clock. Get out. So for the general, some of you are going to receive some news that's not going to be very favorable. Definitely saying something about maybe get some. So we will see how this relates to this, but there seems like the money that you were expecting is not coming, or something is going to be cut short. Something about paperwork also, there's going to be some confusion with it, so I'm getting something with the paperwork, so that those plans are not going to be working out. And I know that going into a Friday, having a deal that's falling apart is not like the most optimal thing. So be wary of this situation as not something to see it as a doom and gloom. But if you're working with paper and contracts, and you get some type of negative news in relationship to maybe some loss, or maybe you didn't get the raise you wanted, it's really about looking at your options, and God is pointing you in a different direction. This is a very powerful card to have on our table today. Okay, so it's a message that you need to definitely look for stability. And I say this because of the number 13. 1 plus 3 is 4. I always think of 4 as a table with 4 legs, and that really requires stability. So you may, when it comes to money, you may be worried about the stability in your life right now. And as I mentioned, the economy is in such a titter-tatter that we need to be very careful. I've been getting a message about 90 days preparation, or having an idea of what you can do to weather any storm for 90 days while the government figures out whatever it is that they're trying to figure out. So, you know, we'll get through the storms. We always do, and we always have. Relationship. We'll pull this little guy that's, it looks like it might be down in here. Okay. So I wanted to dance my Happy Friday dance. How can I do that? Looks like news in the relationship, something good. So there will be some new information, new budding relationship, new romance for a group and collective of you. That's what I see there. Also, I am also getting maybe indication of a marriage, or proposal, so, or a secret admirer, you know, that's going to be showing up. And also in relationship to the more long-term relationship, that both of you are going to be purchasing something together that brings you even more together. So it's interesting. It's a beautiful card for today, definitely, as we go into the weekend. Yes, in this beautiful month of May. There you go. So career has just decided to fly out and land. What do we have? Okay, so there's going to be a little setback and I'm getting 2 different messages. One has to do with entrepreneurs or self-employed people that were looking to move forward with a venture that just is not working itself out right now. Don't consider that as the end of that possibility that you were looking for. It's just the way that everything has lined up. it hasn't. So it needs a little bit more time, a little bit more work, a little bit more networking, and you may get there. But just kind of one of the biggest issues that I've learned is that a lot of us think that this plane on Earth is linear. It is not linear. It's loopy. You know, sometimes when we think we're just starting something, it really is the end of something else, and then it just jump back into chapters. But all of this happens in our life as we are growing through our spiritual journey and learning lessons that are not just human lessons, because human lessons are something like very simple as managing your money, but then there's a spiritual aspect to that as well. So, and then sometimes it takes us backwards and forwards. But in this reading for the career and your job and business entrepreneur, something is not lining up. That's not going to let you move in the direction that you wanted your company to go. So this has to do more with self-employed people and entrepreneurs, a collective group of you. Let's jump into, okay, this is a gazillion cards, so we just continue shuffle to half the deck down. Let's go into the well-being. Okay. All right, well-being. And what do we have in this area? Okay, so while we may think that this is a sad card, but it really isn't. It's actually something finally has been discussed, you know, emotionally. You were able to get some things off your chest and have these conversations, so you're not holding things back. And this is actually giving you an opportunity to continue to evolve, you know, emotionally, and that being able to express. And I believe, I'm not sure if it was yesterday, but we had something about when you can talk about your feelings and how it's important to your well-being. So maybe that was an important thing that happened. Maybe the collective or the group that needed that message yesterday, you did something that helped you. And so today you're feeling such a relief that you were able to get that off your chest, because now you can move forward, and now you can kind of go to the next step and had that cleared out. So emotional body, emotional, and getting things off your chest and being able to have those conversations, that is wonderful. And if you do need to talk to someone, well, I do offer 20-minute readings and 40-minute readings. Go to my website, www.fortuneforecast.com, and I will be all ears. All right. Let's take a look at the collective. Send us off to the weekend with our beautiful animal spirit guides, and let's see what they have to share with us. All right. Okay. And this is the card that we are going to see. What is in store? Why do I feel... Oh, it's 2 cards. Look at that. So, the Roadrunner and the Rattlesnake. Don't Roadrunners eat rattlesnakes? I believe they do. The Roadrunners are so fast that they can eat the rattlesnakes. Whoa. Okay, so let's take this one at a time. So, here, it says here, keep your sense of humor and don't take things so seriously. Okay, so we've got the situation here in the money house, so we can't get too serious about that. Then we've got that situation with the our business. We can't get too serious about that. But what about the rattlesnake? The experience that you're presently going through are an initiation into fulfilling your purpose as a healer. So when we look at this message, we do understand that you need to be swift and take action when there is something that you feel might be too close to home. I know that rattlesnakes, they crawl on the ground. So on a positive note, it needs to say, stay close to your source, you know, stay grounded in the things that you're doing. So that might be a meaning with that as well. So It definitely says here the experiences that you're presently going through are initiation. So some of these experiences look like they're really tough, especially with, you know, the money situation and being able to express our emotions and help ourselves get back into alignment. I get that. And you know, this new relationship or what's happening here, that's also could be an initiation because it's something new. So what are we talking about? Fulfilling your purpose. I'm seeing in general that you are on track, and the things that are happening in your life right now are part of your evolution. We can take that as a lesson, and we can see that the things that are happening in our life are things that are could be what I would call tools that we can learn from to learn how to deal with people better, to learn how to manage our emotions better, to learn how to handle crisis and challenges in a way that we're not emotionally freaking out about it, but, you know, mentally, strategically moving forward. I mean, think about the speed of a roadrunner as they bash into their prey, which is might be the snake. They take it, they bash it on the rock, and then they eat it whole. So, you know, whatever challenge you have, take it on. You know, take it on and just see it as what are the pieces of this challenge and how can I, you know, eat the frog. Oh well, okay, my friend. That is actually a book, Eat the Frog. So thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for subscribing, and I look forward to, if God willing, be here for our next reading. So subscribe so you can get notified when I post my next video.